Hello IP students, today our topic is plotting with PyPlot, and in this lecture we are going to discuss some question answer based on chapter 3, that means based on Matplotlib library, and there are some few terms also which are very important. Let us take them one by one. First one is data visualization. It refers to the graphical or visual representation of information and data. Second is Matplotlib. It is basically a library that provides interfaces and functionality for 2D graphics. And third one is PyPlot. It is basically collection of methods and Matplotlib. We can also call it as an interface also of Matplotlib library. So these are the three basic terms in this chapters, and there are three graphs: line chart, bar chart, and scatter chart. We have already discussed these in our previous lecture. In this lecture we are going to discuss question answer based on line chart, bar chart, and scatter chart. So first question is, it is a theoretical question: what is PyPlot? Is it a Python library? So as you know that PyPlot is a collection of different functions or methods, or we can say that PyPlot is one of the interfaces of Matplot library of Python. Actually Matplot library have many interfaces. PyPlot is one of them, and it is a collection of method for accessing and using underlying functionality of library, and it is not a library. So basically PyPlot is not a library, but it is an interface which provide different methods for accessing these Matplotlib library. And Matplotlib library has many other interfaces also. PyPlot is one of them. So basically Matplotlib is a library and PyPlot is an interface of that library. Matplotlib have many interfaces, PyPlot is one of them, and actually PyPlot is a interface. Interface means it is a collection of different methods. And second question is, name the functions you will use to create line chart, bar chart, and scatter chart. So in this question basically functions are asked. So as you know that for line chart plot function is used, for bar chart bar function is used, and for scatter chart there is a scattered function. So if you want to use these function, there is a representation of there is a representation of functions, and the representation of functions um, is by parenthesis sign. So as we can see in our screen that plot with parenthesis sign, bar with parenthesis sign, and scattered with parenthesis sign represent different types of functions. So there are three functions: plot, bar, and scatter function. Here one thing is very important, that scatter chart can be drawn using scattered function as well as plot function also. Actually when we plot a line using line chart using a plot functions, then a line will be plotted, a line chart will be plotted, but if we don't use line style as an argument, then scatter chart will be plotted. So using plot function we can also plot we can also plot, and we can also plot a scatter chart, and there is a special function also for plotting a scatter chart, and that is scatter function. So there are basically three functions. Now if you want to use these functions, first of all we have to import Matplotlib library. So the syntax is Matplotlib, it is a library, then dot, then PyPlot. PyPlot is a interface, because plot functions, bar function, and scatter function are the different functions that are the part of that PyPlot. So first of all Matplotlib, then PyPlot, and then after plot function. For draw a line chart, and for a bar chart matplotlib.pyplot.bar, and for scatter chart matplotlib.pyplot.scatter, and we can also draw a scatter chart using matplotlib.pyplot.plot without line style function, line style attribute. So if we don't use line style attribute, it means if we don't want to use a line style attribute with the values solid dashed line, then automatically it will create an scattered chart. There is only points only. The basic difference between scatter chart and the line chart is that there is a connection between each and every points in a line chart, between 2 points in a line chart, and in scatter chart there is no connection between 2 points. So when 2 points are not connected to each other, basically the graph is represented through some points, and when two or more points are 2 points are connected using line chart, then automatically there is a mm, there is a line between different points. So that is the basic difference between line chart and scatter chart. To draw a scatter chart using plot function, which is basically used for line chart, we don't use a line style attribute. And if we don't want to create a scatter chart without a plot function which is used for line chart, there is a special function named scatter chart. So using this you can also create a scatter chart. So there are three functions. First is plot function, which is used to plot a line chart, and second is a bar function, which is used to create a bar chart, and third one is a scatter function, which is used to create a scatter chart. So these are the three functions, and this is a very important question. Next, this is question number 2. Next, this is question number 3. It is numerical. Why is numerical why is chart showing one bar only? Actually, there is a graphical representation here, and question asks why is chart showing one bar only while we are plotting four values in this chart. So question says that there are four values but only one value is there in a chart, and this question has this question is divided into two parts. Second part says that what changes will you make so that the bars are visible for all 4 points, but to keep in mind that the x-axis must begin from the point -3. So this is the code for question number 3, and we can easily see that there is a library matplotlib here. Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and then value of a actually is a list and contain 4 elements 3 6 9 12. B um, contain 4 elements also, and elements are 30 48 54 and 48. And then plt x lim, and the values in this function is -3 and 5, and then plt bar ab plt show. Now we can easily see that first line is matplotlib library, contain matplotlib library means it is related to a chart, and matplotlib.pyplot gives there is alternative name for matplotlib.pyplot, and that is plt. So whenever you want to use matplotlib.pyplot, then we can use plt in place of matplotlib.pyplot. Second is a list, contain 4 elements and defined by variable a. Third one is b, contain again 4 elements. This is very important line, and basically this question is based on this statement xlim. Xlim is basically a function defined x limit. So it is x limit, and x limit given is -3 to 5. -3 to 5. So the x-axis, range of x-axis is from -3 to 5, and we can easily see that value of a start from 3, second value is 6, third value is 9, and fourth value is 12. So since -3 to 5 there is 1 point only, and this is 3, and this is 3. So only 3 lies between -3 and 5. Rest 6 9 and 12 don't lies between in between -3 and 5. So obviously there is an error, because these points 6, 9 and 12 are out of range as far as x limit is concerned. So what we'll have to do, so either we have to change the limit or we have to change the original list. So there are two options. So since values cannot be changed because bar is bar for bar for bar chart, A and B are essential, that's why we change the limit. And in question also there is there is clearly mentioned that why is chart showing one bar only while we are plotting four values on the chart. So there are four values, obviously there are four values. For A these are 3, 6, 9 and 12, and for B these are 30, 48, 54 and 48, and there is only, we can easily see that there is only one value in this chart, and this is why, because only one value lies within the limit, x limit. So mm, to show different values or all four values, we want to change, we have to change the x limit. So and new x limit is from -3 to 15, because -3 to 15 contain all elements. It contains 3, it contains 6, it contains 9, and it also contains 12. So there is a question that why we don't use -3 to 12. If we do use -3 to 12, then 12 is the last value, and because it is last value, it is when the when we want to plot the bar chart, it will not show in your final answer. And since there is an interval of 3, that's why the value start from -3 and goes up to 15 here. So this is a very important point. So to plot graph, we take a range x limit from -3 to 15, and when we take limit x limit -3 to 15, and after that if we execute that program, then output look like this. So there are, we can see that there are four different points. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4, and this is 15. So we take value -3 to 15, and this is blank because in this interval there is no value at all. So that's why there are 4 bar here. So there is a small change here. We can take limit from -3 to 15. We can also change the initial x limit, that is -3, and we can also start from 0 because the first value is 3. So it doesn't affect the representation of 4 bar, but since our problem is that other 3 values are not a part, or the 3 bars are not a part of the bar chart, that's why we here we increase the length of x axis, that is from -3 to 15. And question number 3, part number 2. What changes will you make so that the bars are visible for all 4 points, but do keep in mind that the x-axis must begin from the point -3. And we have already solved this problem, since we take values start from -3 up to 15. So it will take all values, that means 3, 6, 3, 6, 9 and 12, and if we don't try to change the initial limit, that is -3, it doesn't affect the actual representation of 4 bars. So we take here -3 to 15. So using this we can easily print this bar chart. Now question number 4, why is following code not produce any result? So already mentioned that given code that is mentioned with red color is not executed at all, and why is it giving errors? Write correct code. So there are basically two parts of this question. First one is we have to find error, and second part we have to write correct code, and note all required libraries have been imported and available. So it says that all libraries are the part of this. It means um, we know that range function, if you want to use range function, then numpy library should be used, and for matplotlib.pyplot plot function, matplotlib.pyplot library should be used. So these files are the part of this program that is already given. And what we have to do in this question, first of all find out the error in this code, and second one is write correct code. So let us take line by line. First, a range 10 50 to 12, 10 50 12. So range is a function, and it starts value from first value, that is from 10 here, and goes up to second value, it means goes up to 50. 50 is not included. And third one is increment or decrement step value. So third is 12, so there is increment of 12. So first value is 10 here, first value is 10, second value is 10 plus 12, it means 22. Third value is 22 plus 12, it means 34. And fourth value is 34 plus 12, it means 46. So there are four values. So a is equal to 10, 22, 34 and 46. So a contain four value, 10, 22, 34 and 46. And what about b? B starts from 90 and goes up to 200, and there is increment of 20. We can easily see on our screen. It start from 90 and goes up to 200. So first value is obviously 90, second value is 90 plus 20, it means 110. Third value 110 plus 20, 130. And fourth value 130 plus 20, 150. And 150, and 150 plus 20, 170. And 170 plus 20, 190. So we can easily see that there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 values. So a contains 4 values and b contains 6 value. Now if you want to plot a graph between a and b, then since a contains 4 value and b contains 6 value, then graph will not be plotted at all, because both a and b contain different numbers of values. So graph can only be plotted if a and b contains same number of values. Graph, so a contains 4 values, b contains 6 values, either a contains 6 value or either b contains 4 values, only then graph will be plotted. So this is the error as far as error is concerned. So we can say that a and b do not match in shape. A contains 4 elements and sequence b contains 6 elements, and these two sequence a and b contain different numbers of elements. That's why a graph cannot be printed at all. So now correct code. What is correct code? Correct code, there is only one possibility. Either we have to change range of a, or either we have to change range of b. So a contain 4 element, and we can reduce the range of, we can reduce the number of elements in b. So it start from 90. If it start 90 to 160, 90 to 160, then there are only 4 elements. And first element is 90, second element is 110, third element is 130, and fourth element is 150. So there are 4 elements. Now a and b series, both series contain 4 elements, and if you want to plot a graph, but plot a line chart between a and b, then it can easily be then we can easily print a line chart using a and b. So that is the answer of this question. Now question number 5. Given an NDPS 1234, it is an ND array and contain element 1234. Write a code to plot above chart having bars of P and P double asterisk 2 with red color, and another bar was for P versus P asterisk 2 with blue color. So first of all, question says that we have to plot a bar chart. Second is there are two bar charts. First bar chart between P and P double asterisk 2. P double asterisk means power sign. So P and P double asterisk 2, one bar chart, and second is P versus P asterisk 2. This is second bar chart. So there are two bar chart. This is part number 2, and part number 3 it says that first bar chart contain red element and second is of blue color. So there are three things. Now as far as this code is concerned, let us take its code. It is code for this question. First one is import matplotlib pyplot as PLT. Matplotlib is a library and pyplot is a collection of different methods or functions belongs to matplotlib, or we can say that pyplot is an interface also, and alternative name given to matplotlib.pyplot is PLT. Second line is import numpy as NP, and why we use numpy as NP, because we want to use array here. Third line is p1.np array, so there is a declaration of array contain element 1 2 3 4. Second q1 p1 double asterisk 2, so it will contain element which is the square of array p1, and p2 is equal to p1 plus 0.3, so it will contain the element p1 plus 0.3, so 0.3 is added to each and every element of p1, and then q2 p1 asterisk 2, it contain the elements which is the square of array p1. In question we can easily see that P versus P2, actually it is P plus 0.3 versus P asterisk 2, and for first bar chart, bar function is used here, plt dot bar. To plot a bar chart we use function bar function, so plt dot bar. Then after p1 q1, color is red because it is already mentioned in our question that color should be red. So for red color, code is R, and write R in a single quote which represent red color. You can also write red which represent red color. So there are two options, either use a character or we can use also a string. And width is 0.3, so we can take any width, and if we don't take any width it will also accept it, because by default bar chart takes some width, but we take here 0.3. And second is P2 Q2 second bar chart. This is a second bar chart, and second bar chart contain for two values P2 and Q2. Color is blue here, so for blue color single character B is used, and width is again 0.3. So in question, since there are 2 points, actually there are 3 points. First of all, a bar chart should be drawn, and between P1 and Q1, and P1 contain P1 is an array contain element 1 2 3 4, and Q1 is equal to P1 double asterisk 2. It means power of contain element which is the power of elements of P1, and second one is P2. P2 is P1 plus 0.3, and Q2 contain square value of P1. And the second point is color of bar 1 is should be red and color of bar 2 should be blue. So there are two different color. And then last line, plt dot show basically is a function related to matplotlib library which finally show the output. So this is a graph on this. After the execution of this statement, this graph will be printed. So this is a solution of this question. Now let us take another question. Question number 6. Given two arrays, namely array 1 and array 2, each having 5 values, and create a scatter chart so that each data point get a different color, different size, and keep the marker style as square. So here we know that scatter chart can be drawn using two different function. First one is a scatter function, which is a basic function, and we can directly use a scatter function to plot a scatter chart. And second is used for plot function, which is used which can also be used for draw a bar chart for a line chart. And if we don't use line style attribute with the plot function, then a scatter chart can be drawn. Now here we want to plot a scatter chart, and with different color, different size, and marker style as square. Different color, different size, and marker style as square. So first line is import matplotlib.py numpy, and why numpy is used because there is a function array used in line number 3. So line number 3 and 4 create two arrays, array 1 and array 2. Then there are different colors, and we take a variable colors, and different values of colors are assigned here, that is red, blue, black, green, and magenta. So these are the four values, and size, there are also different sizes and assigned by a variable sizes, and sizes are 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And then finally plt.scattered. So in a scattered function, first of all, two values, array 1 and array 2, and third parameter is c is equal to colors. Colors are already assigned above statement, and then size, and then last is marker. Marker is square. For square there is a character s. When s character is used, means square representation is there. So this is the final output. You can easily see that size is continuously increasing and are of different colors. So it is a scattered chart here. Last question, given a data frame df as given. So there is a data frame, and data frame is designed using a dictionary. And why it is a dictionary? Because the symbol is used, and there is output also given. Output is also given here, and contain 3 columns, meters, speed, and weight, and contain 4 rows, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 rows. Start from 0. So 5 rows are there, and 3 columns are there. Now what we have to do in this question, write code to create scattered graph in speed and meter columns and between meters and weight columns. So I think it is a very easy question. So for this purpose, what we have to do, just add two lines. First is import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, because we have to draw a graph here. And second is use scattered function, because we want to plot a scatter chart here between speed and meters and between meters and weight. So as far as first part is concerned, write df. And why df? Because df is the name of data frame, and the name of column given within a bracket. So speed is the name of the column, comma, second value is df meters. So this is actually now x, and this is actually now y. So a graph will be plotted, actually a scattered graph will be plotted between x and y. And in second question, first part, so this is a scatter chart for this part, and we can say these are the points, these are the different points. Now part number B, there is only a small correction here when we compare it with second part. Since graph is to be drawn between meters and weight, so just change the name of columns. So name of columns here are meters and weight, and rest portion is same as that of the previous one. So this is our last question. I hope you like this video. Thank you.